my craft room around again, and the light is completely different, so I hope this works. Oh, and I just realized that my iPad's just about dead. Hold on. Let there be power. There we go. Sorry, wiggled you. Okay, so this is kind of an intro video because I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do with this project, but I've been dying to do it. I've had these printed for a couple of months now. They are from My Porch Print. It is called Faded Missives, is the kit collection type thing, and I just fell in love with it. I liked the whole kit. I liked that I could use it in different things with other projects. I loved every single thing about it. The colors, everything. And so what my plan is to make a journal out of it. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it and put some of my favorite photos in it, or if I'm going to do a giveaway for it. Most likely, I think I'm probably going to give it away, because that has been if I'm going to make something that I know I don't have a use for, that I'm going to share it like I did with the last one. So, but I don't know for sure, so hold that thought. Anyway, so I'm kind of like trying to figure out what to do. Getting started is always really, really hard for me, especially on projects that I don't have a goal in mind for. So what I did is I had printed all of the parts of the Faded Missives kit out. And probably the only thing I'm not sure about is how I'm going to bind it together. I haven't decided if I'm going to put a cover on it or if I'm going to just figure out how to sew these together in some decorative way so that they're just they are the book. And then I had more made, so I was going to do a whole bunch of them. And then I decided to just do 4 signature type they're not even signatures. It's really just 4 pages. But they're printed on thick cardstock. And so I didn't want this to get uber thick, and I didn't want it to take a super long time. So my thought is to take some of the pages that I made and turn them into tags. And then for each set, so basically you print them out like this, okay? I should have done them back to back, but I couldn't get them to line up, which is my inability to work it, not the prints or anything. So what I did is I just printed them out each separately. Aren't they pretty? Right? So I'm gonna hook them together, and then I was like, okay, well then I got pages. And instead of having a whole bunch of them, I want to turn each set of pages into 2 pockets. And then I'm going to take the extra pages and make these into tags, is my plan. The thought. That's my thoughts, plans. Anyway, so it came with a whole bunch of papers, and I'll kind of show you. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's like I haven't done a video for it before. Anyways, there's lined. I only printed 1 of each kind because I just thought that that would be fun. They're all just a little bit different. And so there's a plain one, and then there's this one. I love My Porch Prints. That woman has an eye, people. This is one, and then there's a different lined one, and then one more that's like this, and another lined one. So those are the 4 pages that I'm going to do. I can always print more if I feel like it needs more, but I just didn't want this to get real big, just like a little fun project. So there's that. And then there's also these that I decided to turn into tags, big tags, and they're lined like this and this, and so I'm going to turn those into tags. Okay, so I have those. And then the other thing that I have is all the parts that were printed that you could print out and cut out. So there was envelopes. There was envelopes that you could make, that you coin envelopes. So there's this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I did print, it doesn't look like it probably on the camera, but there is I did a basic wash on the back of these. And they fold up like that. So I have those. And then there was tags in it. So I printed out several sizes of the tags. I think, nope, one set of tags. So there's 4 little ones. And again, I have a wash print on the back. And then there's 4 large ones. Nope, these are doubles. So this one has white. This one, so this must have been, I had a whoops. So anyways, a whoops that'll come back, right? And we can use it anyways. All right. Then there is also some ephemera, I guess. And I printed that off in different sizes, and some has a wash, some don't. But like I said, I made a mistake when I was printing originally, so I have doubles of pretty much everything. So there's those, some lines, this, couple of the, you get it. You guys have probably seen this kit. It's gorgeous. I will link it all down below also. But then there's, you know, this stuff. So there's all of that to make into things. And I don't know where this is going to go. Suggestions are super welcome on this. It's just going to be a little like mini album type thing. It's not a junk journal because I'm not using junk. I'm not using scraps or anything like that. I know a lot of people are printing out stuff and then calling it a junk journal, but honestly, it's not really what a junk journal is. But hey, anyways, each to their own. But this is just a digital kit. I think this leans more like a mini album type thing, but there was a big envelope in it. And so it printed out and cut like this. So I thought that would be like fun on the back with a secret pocket. And then this didn't come with the kit. It was one of her free printables in her Facebook group, but I thought it went really well with the kit. So I printed out one of those, so I remember I had it. It was the sheet, and then there was an envelope pocket type. It makes a envelope. I can't think of, you know, a thicker one, like a CD case type thing. So I have that. All right. The other thing the kit came with were tags or tabs. And so I already cut those out. I kept all my scraps in case I needed those. And so I have all the scraps. That's what the tags look like before they were printed. And so I also did a test on some white string that I had with Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide. And it is the exact color when it's dyed to go on here, so I thought I might be able to do something with that. This is in here to remind me that I have a ton of paper flowers, and that this color here goes really, really well with it. I think black is going to be my accent color for this kit, but for the most part, it's going to be, I'm going to try to do it all in grays and taupey beiges type thing, but we'll see how it goes. But this is in here to remind me I have them. Lots of them. Seriously, it's almost embarrassing how many paper flowers I have that I have never used, but I had to have them, so I bought them. Anyways, so this is in there to remind me of that. So if you have suggestions on future binding, that would be great. What you think a good cover might be for this. It's not the size of any book that I have, so I would have to make the cover, and I could do that. I do have chipboard, and I could print.
It's 2:45.
Yes, I forgot. And I could print out on a thinner paper to cover the chipboard with this kit, which would be really pretty. We might do something like that. I thought it would be cool as a book, hardcover book kind of thing. So that is what I've got for that. The other thing that I got that YouTube made me buy it, actually Stephanie made me buy it. I was not getting this. I have seen this die on a bazillion different YouTube videos. I said, I'm not doing it. I have a silhouette. I can cut it. I'm okay. I ordered it. Anyways, I've been playing with it to make sure that I could get more than one thing out of it, because after I got it, the guilt kicked in. Hold on, I gotta sit. The guilt kicked in of, you idiot. You impulse buyer, of like, it's really not a usable die. I mean, the pockets are so little that nothing goes in this. It's just purely decoration for tchotchkes and stuff. And I was like, you're an idiot. Why did you buy that? Anyway, so I thought, well, I bought it now, so I got to figure out what to do with it. So I spent a little time playing with it to figure out the different ways that I could use it so that I didn't feel like such an idiot for being influenced. Okay, so this is what it looks like if you cut it out. It looks just like that. Okay, so that's the basic one, and I thought, well, that's kind of little, nothing fits in it. So I took it and I expanded the width in the cutting plate. So I moved it over. You can make it as big as you want, but that's the reason I made it this size was the Tim Holtz tag die fits now in these. But then I'm like, how do you? I mean, it's just a dumb die. Because if you put stuff in this upper one, you got to have it go all the way to the bottom, and then you got all these layers. And I'm sure there was a legit reason for this die, but hang with me. So I really like the die. I just feel stupid for buying it. But so, okay, regular. This is a wider one. This is a taller one. Ignore that. I wasn't paying attention. Pretend it's correct. Okay. Well, then I thought, okay, I have to figure out how I can use this with other stuff, because the slots are so thin and close together. It's just nuts. So I cut out some more playing with it. And then this is what it should have looked like without the missing tooth. And then I thought I could inlay, you could either inlay back in the black and leave it as a solid there, or I thought it'd be really cool if you used an opposite color, and you could even stamp on there like words and phrases and stuff like that. And that way you have a pocket here, a pocket here. I skipped, but you could have like every other one would be a thicker pocket. The other thing it would give you is if you didn't want to have this, whatever went in the top, go all the way to the bottom, at any place in here, you could seal it to the back. So like if you didn't want them to be deep, you want them to all be shallow, you could just seal it here and seal it here. And that way you'd have a pocket. Each one of these pockets would essentially be the same height. Does that make sense? And so I tried it. I haven't finished playing with it, but anyways, that was what my thought was, is that if you didn't want to have to fill all the pockets up, you could replace the inner teeth with decorative paper, or I don't know, vellum word stickers. The Tim Holtz quote stickers, those sheets that you get, the words are just about perfect for fitting in there. Of course, stamping and that kind of stuff. But so I feel a little better. since I can use it for a little bit more. But honestly, I just was being lazy. I have a die, or I have a cut file that's practically just like this in my Silhouette. Impulse buy. But so that's what I've come up with so far. And I figured I would use this in this faded missives journal also. What ways have you used this die? I'd love to know. I'd love to see it. But like I said, Stephanie enabled me. Hers sent me over the top, and I thought, all right, if she got it, I gotta get it. And you know how YouTube goes. But so that's what I'm hoping to use in this journal. Also, I figured it would give me a bit more room without adding more pages. I don't know. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, right? Okay, the other thing I wanted to use in this, and I don't really know how this is going to work out considering I don't have a lot of blank pages, but all of the tags would be blank on the back, and then all of these are blank on the back, and I thought if nothing else, I could just get one stamp on it. Because okay, let me show you. I have a book. Because I don't know why I, over the years, have collected so many stamps when I'm not a stamper. But literally, all of the pages in here are of stamps that I own. And what I did was I stamped them on a piece of paper, I gave it a number, and then I put all these in CD cases, which I do not recommend. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Don't do this. Over time, it makes it really hard to get them off. They dry out. Don't do this. But this is what I did years ago. So, so that I could find, I could compare what stamp. They have a smaller print of what the stamp actually is. And some of them I even went to the extent of actually putting what the brand was. The rest of them beats the heck out of me. But so I bought all these stamps, right? I can honestly say I've never used probably, out of this stack, I've probably used 2 of them. 2, maybe 3 stamps out of here. That's it. Never used them. Bought them, look, brand new. Look at these. Brand new. They are brand new. Yeah. I did use that for one project 10 years ago or whatever. When is this one out? 2008. I got them new. So I am trying to use the damn stamps. That's what I'm trying to do. And so I dug all of these out of my stash drawer, huge drawer. I think I've got 100 and some odd of these. And that's just what I have left. I've given away a lot. But this is what I have left. Every page in here represents a CD case. Yeah. So I want to use some of these on different parts of this journal. So I went through and I tried to find ones that I thought kind of went with it. So there's like this vintage postcard one. This is Tim Holtz. Yeah, Tim Holtz. And then I have these 2 backgrounds, which I did use backgrounds quite a bit. And so they did get used. They used to be on wood blocks. I don't regret taking them off of wood blocks and putting them in the CD cases, but these clear ones, I wish I had never done that. But these work really good in the clear cases. But so I have some texture, some clocks. There's no clocks in this, but I just kind of went through. There's like a key. You can't even tell on some of this stuff, sorry. I mostly wanted this remember when thing. These are Prima. When Prima first started bringing, I think it's Prima, when Prima first started bringing out stamps, and remember they came in those packages that were like 2 foot by 2 foot? They were huge. Maybe it was Tattered Angels. I can't remember, but they're huge. They're just huge, but I did like I thought that would work. And there's a postcard stamp in there. Some more of that. I think these two are all one set, but they're just huge. There's like wings. This has, I was like, gosh, I need some postage stamps. Duh, I have them. Yeah, so that's the plan. A filigree background. I bought these, have never used them that I can remember, and just smooshed them in there. You get the general idea, right? So my goal is to use something. Oh my gosh, just stamp something. So at least I can say, well, I've used them all. Isn't that terrible? That's what we do, though. We buy and we buy and buy because we've got all these great ideas and we have all these things we're going to do with it. And we keep buying and we keep buying. And frankly, there isn't enough time in the day and there just isn't enough projects in your life. So, yeah. Anyways, so that I went through that. I do have some newer stamps that I got smart and put in envelopes like this. These clear plastic, I get them on Amazon. They're dirt ass cheap on Amazon. I saw them on scrapbook.com and Simon Says and a whole bunch of other ones. And they're expensive, but I'll put the link down below of the envelopes that I use. This is the way I wish I had stored all of them. But in fairness, 10, 12 years ago, I doubt they even had this idea out. I think we were all using Ziploc bags. But so I grabbed a couple of these stamps I thought would kind of maybe go with it too. They might get incorporated in there. This is the only stamp I have left on a wood block because I had it sitting on my wall as a decoration. And it's just beautiful. But I have a clear one now that I like to use. I love this stamp, but it's hard to use on the wood block. So I either have to suck it up and take it off the wood block or just leave it pretty on my wall and use the other one that I've got. So that's the plan for that. The last thing that I've got is I went digging through my cardstock, and apparently I don't have a lot of black cardstock anymore. I have a drawer full. It's so heavy I don't want to dig it out. How's that for the ultimate in laziness? But so I have this, it used to be a book of some kind, I don't know, but black cardstock. And then I have this Provocraft. Does anybody remember way back in the day when Provocraft had their own website? And I don't even know if they still are in existence, but they put out paper and clear stamps on clear acetate blocks. Do you remember those? Anyway, so I have some of that, and there's a silver. These are all in silvers. Oh, there's a gold that snuck in there, but we're not using that. Silvers and grays. So I didn't know if maybe some of that would work in there. This is out here to remind me to use vellum. And then I plan on digging through my dies, and I have huge plans for this teeny tiny journal. So it could end up having to get bigger simply because I got more stuff that I want to do and I don't have enough pages. But I don't think so, because I have a limited attention span, and at the end of the day, there'll be a point when I'm like all excited to keep doing this, and then there'll be a point where I'm over it and need to wrap it up. So, all right. I think that's it. I have, like I said, I have dies that I want to use, that we can use in it too. I have like banners, and there is like Tim Holtz, Angela Kerr made those famous. More stuff like that. You get it? All right, so that, and then there's that. So, that's kind of my general plan. I can show you. This is just some of the flowers that I have. I mean, yeah. So I want to use some of that stuff. I do have a whole bunch of metal findings and stuff like that I would like to use. Oh wait, here's another. I have this one. Yeah, there's more. I have drawers. Yeah, they used to be the big thing. I don't know if they still are or not. I don't remember. Anyways, let's see. I think that's it. So I'll try to remember everything that I put here and link it down below for anybody that's looking. I will definitely link the kit link down below.
It's 3 o'clock.
Seriously, rude. Binding ideas would be awesome. Covering ideas would be awesome. Have you used this kit before to make something? Would I love to see what you did. As always, suggestions welcome. You know the drill. So this is my little intro to this project. It's going to be my Faded Missives journal. Again, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it, in the sense that I have a set of photos that I would like to hold out separate of Joshua when he was a little boy, and they really kind of go well with this kind of coloring. But on the flip note, there's a big part of me that just wants to make it so that I can give it to somebody else who might be able to have beautiful photos. Wendy Days, Audrey, was the recipient of the pink rose journal that I made, and she did a video showing me the pictures that she put in it of her daughter and stuff, and my heart grew 14 times. It made my month to see it being used for something so wonderful as sharing with her daughter, and that's the kind of thing that gives me great joy. Yeah. Well, so we'll see how that goes. Don't quote me on any of that, because I don't know where it's going, and I don't know when this will get done. So we're just this is the starter, the things. But anyway, suggestions, that kind of stuff, you let me know. If you've used stuff like this, let me know that too. Cover ideas, binding ideas. I think that's it, right? All right, I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for being here. I am so excited. I should show you a picture of, nobody cares, of how I move my room around. Really, I just turned my desk around, but it's now floating in the middle of my craft room. Go me. They won't give me doors. For some reason, they think they need to get in here to go to the bathroom. What? Why? It's just because it's the main one. But, so, yeah. All right, I'm going to go back and finish watching Linda's video over here doing her little challenge thing. Hi, Linda. Y'all, comments are so sweet. So sweet. You just... Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.